Wow. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, you know what's crazy? Yesterday, they were talking about the severe weather that was coming to my area and stuff, okay? They said damaging winds, hail, possible tornadoes, that it was going to be, biblical rain and storms and all that, right? And I started to go up to Pennsylvania, to Lancaster, to pick up some of the finish plaster. They've got 5-gallon buckets of it up there. But as we were getting ready to leave, I said to my wife, I said, I don't know, they're calling for some really severe bad weather today. And I said, maybe we shouldn't go because we will be hitting it on the way back. Yeah, nothing came through. No storm, no rain, no wind, no tornadoes, no hail. That's about the biggest blow we've had out here. So it's funny with what's forecasted versus what actually happens. It's just letting you know, Eagles. But before I get into that, do I hear wind? Look, I say that, and all of a sudden, whoosh, here comes the storm. Did you guys see Ceedee Lamb's workouts? Now, you know Ceedee Lamb is skinny, but he is fast. That boy is fast. He's fast. Take a look at his footsteps here in this workout. That speed, and oh my goodness, just watch it. Watch it.
Mama, there you go. Get over there. Now bring him up. Mama, there you go. Mama, there you go, boy. Good shit. Good shit, boy. Oh. There you go. I'll get him right. Now get him. Now push up. Now get him. Now get up. Now hit him. There you bring him up. Mama, there you go.
He looked good. He looked real good right there. And see, here's what's going to happen. There's a video out there about Dak Prescott and looking at all the numbers and stuff. And when you see the EPA for Ceedee Lamb, it's like way out here, way out there. And then you see everybody else is kind of like here, and some of them are negative EPA. In fact, Dalton Schultz was the worst. Dalton Schultz was like, you kind of look at that and say, okay, maybe that's why he ended up not re-signing Dalton Schultz, because his EPA was way below what was expected. But what's going to happen this year, it's amazing that CD was able to do what he was able to do without having any supporting cast. I know Eagle fans are out there who will just say, you know, Dak is ass like Shady McCoy, but having players matter. Having players matter. People are going through, you let Brock Purdy beat you. Well, it wasn't just Brock Purdy. When you look at having a George Kittle, when you look at having a Christian McCaffrey, when you look at having a Deebo Samuels, when you look at having a Trent Williams as an offensive tackle, you got a lot of great players. It wasn't Brock Purdy doing that by himself. And mind you, Brock Purdy was kicking everybody's ass with that team. Just saying. Players around you matter. But CD having Brandon Cooks, who is a speed guy, and a healthy Michael Gallup is going to make him even more effective. You think about the cause and effect. Michael Irvin was one of the greatest wide receivers in football. And because he was that good, it made a guy like Alvin Harper look outstanding out there with them. Now, Alvin Harper by himself, not so good. when he went to Tampa and to Washington. But because of the attention that Michael Irvin would get, it made everybody else out there even better. And that's the thing that we're going to have this year. People don't want to understand, as we talk about the Eagles and say they've got the best offensive line in football, when they say that he's got, the best wide receiving core, that they've got, one of the best running games. All those things make your quarterback better. Philly 500 literally was trying to make the case that Daniel Jones isn't in the same category as Jalen Hurts, and he goes and says, well, Daniel Jones is not as good as Jalen Hurts. He doesn't have as good of weapons. You're making the case of why Daniel Jones making the playoffs with inferior talent shows you that he's actually better than what you give him credit for, because here it is, Jalen Hurts has everything versus having very little. Does that make any sense to you guys, or some of you guys too blind to understand that? The thing I feel good about today, moving on a little bit more here, is when I hear Tyler Smith. Maybe I spoke too soon. I hear thunder in the background. I guess I did speak too soon. The thing I love hearing about Tyler Smith is Tyler Smith, let's be clear here, if he plays left tackle, he's going to make more money than any other spot on that offensive line. But he's willing to go ahead and play wherever they want him to play. He wants to do whatever it takes to help his team win. Being unselfish. That is what you want to hear from guys. Well, I'll do whatever my role needs to be to make us the best team possible. People will trash our team. They'll tell us that, we have been irrelevant this century and everything else. But you can't take this group of guys and hold them responsible for what the other guys did before them. Dak Prescott wasn't part of that. This offensive line wasn't part of that. Most of this roster has been in the last 3 years. So you can't hold them accountable for what happened before they got here. And as I look at, people talk about the Cowboys, 4 playoff wins since 95. It's true. But if 2 of those wins have been in the last, 5 years? Or maybe less than that. Seattle was, 20? Last 4 years. If 2 of those wins were in the last 4 years, and there was only 2 wins, the other 25, this group of guys right now is doing a whole lot more than what the rest of them did collectively. The fact that we had back-to-back 12-win seasons, we're heading the right direction. Don't let people make you think that we're not. Eagle fans, go ahead. Keep running your mouth. Go right, please, by all means, continue running your mouth. Don't bother me in the least. Because you've got only one place to go. And that, my friends, is down. Because you already have us buried. You have you guys being the best team in the NFC, if not all of football. There ain't no place else to go but down. So with that being said, I'm going to carry my behind to bed, get up in the morning, go down to the red brick house, and we're going to try and bust ass and get her done. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I hope you're having a great evening. And remember, tell the people you love them. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you. Peace.